Hey guys, and welcome back to my City Builders channel here on YouTube. I'm Ben, and today I'm back in my city of Verville. Maybe some of you have seen my previous episode, so this is episode 9. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling better, at least a little bit, because I'm no more that sick, but still, yeah, my voice might sound a little bit off and different than usual. So sorry for that. The last time, actually, I built in a couple of things into my city. And yeah, like a couple more train stations for the public, so for my citizens. So these train stations here, those 3, 4, 5 train stations here are all like public train stations that can be used by my citizens. And I already, no, I think this happened the episode before that. So this train station already was there. And I finished here my new park, my new dome park, right in the middle of, yeah, not really in the middle, but very close by my whole commercial district here. And yeah, I think some of you might remember me talking about the, let's call it an issue, that I don't have a huge demand actually for residential zones. So this city overall is getting quite huge now. But yeah, as you can see, I only have a couple of residential zones. So I was wondering why. And there was actually one very interesting Reddit post that I've read about this. Usually those demands, they only show up when you have kind of an imbalance or something isn't quite right with the city you've built. So it might be the reason that my residential zones are all like good, at least from a City Skylines perspective. And there's no need for me to actually add in a couple more residential zones, but I would definitely like to have a few more, a higher population, let's say it like that, in my town, because otherwise this commercial district is so huge already. Imagine that, having a downtown area with such a huge commercial district zone is kind of, I wouldn't want to say hard to imagine, but it's still, yeah, it means something to have such a huge district here. And yeah, what I'm planning to do is at least setting up for now a new district for my citizens here, that they could probably use or will more likely use in the future. So I'm planning out a few things here already. 36. Because I'm honestly curious whether even that's it's a bit annoying, honestly. I was, as you can see, I was building up these districts all based on 12 by a multiplier of 12 or 12 squares. And yeah, it kind of looks natural because I'm not always following the same like layout, but still it's very, let's say North American like, or yeah, let's call it North American like. It's yeah, I'm not judging anyone here, but it's a typical specific layout. So whenever I'm starting to like put down a few more roads here that follow the same almost grid-like system, I don't know whether that's gonna really, yeah, whether that is going to really help my district, as this is not really a natural thing, maybe, I don't know. And yeah, to be honest, it's bothering me a little bit because I'm hardly having any variations here. But still, I think this whole district should be interesting enough for more residents moving in. What am I doing here? Yeah, but for some reason, to be honest, I have no idea why this is happening, and I'll have to find out whether I can create something like more attractive for my citizens here. Okay, that's something I'm going to move this building right away. I'm just planning things out right at the moment, to make sure that all this is working nicely. So I'm moving you first, then I'm moving you again, so there shouldn't be any complaints, and this is also good. Yeah, so what I'm honestly wondering about, how do I get more residents living in my town here? And to be honest, I never had this situation before. In any of my previous City Skylines builds that I've done in the past, that things are like so weird as they are currently here. But well, I'll try my best to make things a bit more beautiful, maybe pleasing for more citizens to come in. And yeah, before I'm actually starting to build up this zone and kind of initiate some basic layout here, putting in some schools and things like that, I would really like to thank you for joining me again. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, I would be really happy if you did so. So yeah, click the subscribe button, and if you like this video, make sure that you're clicking the thumbs up button. And if you want to bookmark my channel and get notified, the easiest way to do that is by clicking the little bell icon right next to the subscribe button, and then you get notified easily every time I'm launching a new video here on my channel. Thanks a lot for your consideration. So what I'm adding in right now is like a new park area, because in the middle of this district I want to have something like a new city park, the middle city park. Why not call it the middle city park? Maybe I'm going to rename it at a later stage. Let's have a look. So for now, I of course again need a park main gate, which could be located somewhere like here. And there's one thing that I in particular don't really like, because without having a move mod installed, you wouldn't be able to like center this piece of what is it again? It's the park main gate. So you wouldn't be able to center it. Right now it should be almost centered, or the best way I can actually do it right now. And yeah, then things do look a little bit better because it's a more, how do you say? It's more, yeah, let me try to explain it differently. Because I usually like to set up my parks like in a geometrical order or fashion, and that way it's, for me at least, it's a good way to make sure that things are looking beautiful. And exactly over here we are having the same situation, because I can either put it to the left or to the right, but not in the middle. Which is actually a bit sad, because yeah, they maybe should have implemented something to allow people to build their parks in a more geometrical fashion, as I'm doing right now here. And as I already told you a couple of times, for me there are a few amenities in parks that I really always try to have, and those are park cafes. For me, might sound strange, but for me, drinking a cup of coffee every day is like, I wouldn't say mandatory, but I love coffee, and so for that reason I'm always happy when I go somewhere, when I'm in a new town or somewhere where I haven't been before, and I can taste like local coffee breweries or things like that. So it's always nice to have a location where coffee is actually offered in a park or in a public space in general. So I really like this, definitely like this. And for now, are we going for, no, I think I'm going for the playground this time. So we should already have like enough props within the, so now that starts again, within the park area. So I'm pretty sure about that this should be good. And right now I'm just laying out the fences that are surrounding my park here. So yeah, what I'm trying to do now, or not only trying, but what I'm doing now here is I'm putting in some fences right next to the roads here, just to make sure that people can't cross like crazy between the park entries. And now, of course, to be honest, City Skylines, I've hardly, or I would almost like to say never, seen people cross like green areas, especially when it's a dedicated park area. I've never seen that happening, but yeah, it looks a bit more beautiful and does show those who might watch or download your let's play videos, or yeah, have a look at your city build at a later stage, it gives them the impression that you took care of the sign within your town, and I think it's just a bit more beautiful to have nice and proper fences. So I'm curious, yeah, I always have to do something like a manual adjustment here. Doesn't look that nice at the very well, that actually went quite well. That didn't. So I'm just moving things a little bit around here. Oh, not the road curvature, but yeah, this is quite good. And yeah, I also tend to put in like regular trees into my parks because I always love strolling through parks with a lot of trees, especially when they are old trees. And again, I'm sorry I have to mention it again. The most amazing parks I have ever seen, and they have something like so much serenity, such a good, it's such an impression that this has left on me, to be honest, is visiting Japanese parks. It's just amazing. They're usually so beautiful, beautifully made, beautifully designed, and well thought of, well taken care of. And that's honestly, you know, in Europe we have these like English parks, very English parks from the landscape design, and I'm not a huge fan of these because it's so, it was meant to be natural. But to be honest, from my, at least from my perspective, it's sometimes not even natural enough for me. Oh, what is this? I didn't want to pick a bush. I wanted to pick up like this tree here and not the bush. That's too small. Maybe this is, yeah, that could fit in. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So yeah, we have a beautiful park running here, and I was just by now I was actually thinking whether this could be a nice zoo area, having a zoo here. This is the first time, to be honest, I'm using zoos in City Skylines. I've never done that before. I usually stick with the regular parks and those nature reserve things. But I've never thought about adding in a zoo into one of my cities. But that's something I'm trying to do right now. So if you give me a couple of minutes, I will fast forward things for you in the meantime, and you can watch me build like a nice zoo area incorporating these given rocks that came with the map. So I'll be back for you in a couple of minutes. Thanks a lot for staying tuned in the meantime. So, well, now I'm finished with the first initial, let's call it a layout for my zoo here. And as you were able to see, I quickly realized, well, that the initial area that I was planning to lay out my zoo in, or the district, was like way too small. And so I quickly readjusted the size for the zoo, because I only have like 3 animals or types of animals here, like the moose and reindeer enclosure, the birdhouse, as well as the antelope enclosure. Oh, yeah, talking about the birdhouse, I missed putting down the birdhouse here, but that's something I quickly want to do. Just let me check. I think I can fit this in here. So we are having 3 types of animals now in this little zoo, and yeah, I'm again planting a couple more trees and bushes here around in my zoo to make it something like a more natural habitat for the animals that are going to live in here, and also for my visitors to enjoy. So it should be a bit more greener. And actually there is something I was just thinking about right at the moment, because I'm considering, and maybe I can change that actually. Water structure, rocks, vegetation. Just curious what happens. So no, that's something I haven't intended actually. Well, however, it's not really important right at the moment, but what I have to do and what I want to do is, of course, I have to put in some more like options for people to live in here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a wonderful, nice district. Still going a bit for the straight road layout here, but I think it's not a bad approach in that case. Oh, that's kind of odd. Yeah, I have to think about something here. So maybe I can make the 24, can I? Closing things up here. Then we are running close by the highway. Another stretch of road. Would this be feasible? So I have to, yeah, I think I have to work my way around here a little bit. So I need 12 units. Those need to go there. Then I'm deleting that stretch of road. Okay, that's not straight enough. So I'm moving this node probably a little bit down here, in the hopes that this still works. And again, I'm doing the same here, like 12 up. And yeah, so this is very well connected here. I'm using that as a... this is again a bit of a weird connection here. Okay, that works. So I have, quite a nice layout here, I would like to say. So not too many crossings in a very small space. So that should be good. Now, before I get everything running, because I've been just fiddling around with a few things here before I even started the game. Just following my road layout here. And that patch of road should be fine as well. Then I have this connection here, there. And then I'm just trying to reconnect here to my so probably just following that road or stretch of road as best as I can now. That's fine. That's connected. This also needs to be connected here. I'm also connecting up these endpoints together to make sure that all the buildings we're having at the moment here are supported by my water lines as best as possible. And this is one of the exceptions actually. I would consider this being a specific piece of land that belongs to the city. So I'm building my connections here. Following the pathways, because then I should be able to cover most of the buildings that are inside of the zoo area, and I think right now I already covered all existing buildings and buildings to come. So I shouldn't be worried about that. And since I also laid out this district up here already for future use, I'm taking care of that right now as well. Just to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything here. Here, connecting up there, connecting up there, should be fine. So I think there we are good to go as well. So all these parks and new districts are kind of supported already, all laid out properly. So let me quickly take a small break here, and I'll be back for you in a couple of minutes. So back again to my city of Verville here. After taking a short break and drinking a little bit of tea to help my throat get a little bit relaxed, I wanted to tell you about one thing that I was planning out here in that specific location. Of course, I could have, for example, extended this connection up to here, but the result would have been that I have a couple of crossings very, very close by and next to each other, and that's the reason why I decided to go for that solution instead of having a road run from here to there, which might have been convenient for my citizens at a later stage, but right now I think it's a bit, let's say it like that, I wanna try to avoid as much traffic issues as I can right from the start. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm running, I'm letting this city run for a couple of seconds now and see how things develop and whether the demand for more residential zones is actually rising within the next couple of minutes, because usually it may take a little time to adjust. And as you can see, there are already a few things happening right at the moment, so I'm beginning with laying out essential city services like fire stations and other things like that, like medical clinics. And what's happening here? Oh, come on. No, like medical clinics. I'm just checking here whether that works or whether it doesn't work. So that's pretty much covered. I think I want to have one clinic here, another one there. Then let's have a look at the fire station situation here, and same for that here. So I'm pretty much trying to get everything covered as best as I can. And regarding education, since I'm planning to use that district here as a like residential district, I am planning to have or put in already a couple of community schools here. I could also use the regular school as well for this district. Maybe there, then also having like a high school, another one. Okay, let's not talk about the high schools right now. And first, I need maybe some additional police stations here. So this would be a nice spot for a new police station, and that would be another nice spot here and there. I'm sometimes occasionally using like the anarchy mod, because it helps me fitting in some buildings a bit more easily into the given road layout, and yeah, that way I can also like save up some space, which is sometimes really helpful. So that's green, and over there should be another one. It's green. And I definitely need something like a fire station over here. And I also want to have or place a fire tower like here. And another fire tower up here in the mountains, I guess. And over there. And over there. And over there. Just to make sure that there's no danger in me having like a fire tower down here. But there is no danger in me having. So let's change the time of day. Yep. And I want the day and night cycle to be stopped because it makes things easier for you to recognize. So those warehouses are in use. So it's running pretty smoothly at the moment. I'm just wondering, are there... Oh, there are already people. Attractiveness 900, total visitors until next level. So how many? Okay, the entertainment level, so it's gonna be easy to reach a level 3 at least, but now I wanna have a look whether I can already add in a few more animal things here, which would be absolutely nice having it. Just wondering. Okay, that would work. Reptile house. Gonna need to put something down here, and there are a few more flamingo enclosures and a few other things that I'll add over time. So I'm really surprised that it was that fast that this zoo already reached a 2nd level. To be honest, I haven't expected that. So I'm also putting down a few more smaller houses here. Few small housing options for my citizens in case they wanna use those instead of those high-rise buildings. And I think that zone here could easily be like a low-rise building zone. Yeah, and we'll see. So the demand for offices is again high as ever, or almost as ever. Just picking up that piece of road here. There's one road going through, another one here, and it should continue 48 like here. It's way more reasonable, I think. Let's just see. So I'm already playing out again my water pipes, my water network. And I'm putting down some office zones. Guys, it doesn't help. You need offices and you need education. And there is a demand for it, definitely, as you can see, because offices start to build up very, very quickly here, at least closer to the current commercial district. And yeah, that's really kind of strange. Yeah, there are another offices. I can't, I shouldn't, I don't know, but probably, or maybe we could put in some tourist things here. Maybe one strip, one bigger strip of hotels. Just thinking. So 48 something. Then add 12 to it. We have 50 and 60. So 60, 72, 84. 84. So let's choose that. Yeah, it's supplied by water, well enough. And I'm like zoning out a new district here. But this will only be like a tourist specialization district. Yeah, see how fast hotels and other inns and amenities like cafes are rising up here. This is really huge. Now we see a low demand of residential zones. Well, that's interesting. And that's rising now, so maybe it was only... Could that be that this was the only reason why I didn't have such a huge demand in residential zones? That's interesting. And yeah, what else? Maybe some leisure right next to the hotels. Why not that? So I'm going for the leisure specialization. Something I'm hardly using again in my cities, but still maybe it's necessary to have those. The heights and spring heights, high heights, I'm sorry. So leisure specialization, we'll see what happens when I'm putting those down here. Because the commercial demand's still high. It's still high, maybe not high enough for... I'm wondering where the problem actually is in my city. I'm really wondering. Hiding a couple of things And do I need to put down something like a little area here? I don't know. Or a music club. Makes a lot of noise. Really a lot of noise. Yeah, but still it might attract a couple of people here. Yeah, so why not put that one down here at the center? Yeah, maybe I'm adding in a second road here. And I'm using a music club here to probably attract a few more people. So I have such few students. To be honest, this is kind of strange. I have just 1 star. I remember in my other town, I really had a huge like really a huge demand, and a lot of citizens went into college. And again, I'm expanding this here to another like high density commercial zone, but just with regular buildings, so no specialization here. Just wondering how things will kind of fill up. Maybe we need something like a parking lot here, which would be really nice to have somewhere here. And I'm quickly dezoning that and that, just to make sure that no buildings are getting set up here. I want to have something like a park house. I'm wondering whether or why, let's say it like that, why in City Skylines we don't have something like a parking like a regular hypermarket. I already have it. Just wondering, I think that doesn't help. Oops. No, decals, growables, ploppables. Ploppables. It's just the hypermarket, and I think I already have one of these. So I want to put down a parking lot here. Just very quickly to make sure that people have enough space and room to park next to that commercial zone. Now I'm trying to fit things in here. Yep, that's good. So huge parking lot. And I'm again putting down a few trees here. Just to beautify things a little bit at least. And make it a bit more natural. So having an option to park next to a commercial zone is never bad. Even though the city itself isn't earning a lot with it. Well, actually I'm not earning anything through this parking lot. Now we reached level 3. So let me take a look. The elephants are new. The flamingos are new. Yeah, and actually the elephants are huge. So I think about putting these down first. And then probably adding in, excuse me for being still coffee here. I'm just wondering whether I can, and this is kind of strange, can only follow you here. That's good. Now I can think about adding in the flamingos and sea life enclosure, but the sea shoot. So the sea life is unfortunately way too big. Giraffes, those will be big too, I think. Maybe I'm stuck with the current layout as it is. Yeah, maybe that's just it. I don't know. I have to wait and see how things develop. So this could probably be moved up here, which would give me a little bit of freedom to put in something like I still won't be able to use the sea life. But maybe the flamingo thingy. Nice. So that's the flamingo part. Great. So probably there's, or there can be another attraction that I can get into this part of. I see. Have a look at those commercial zones. Honestly, this built up within not even 1 year of game time. It's already filled up like crazy. And Yeah, I can watch it grow anytime. And still, commercial demand, medium. What? Why? Come on, people. Don't. This is so ridiculous, honestly. Most of my city here is almost like a commercial thing. It's so ridiculous. Was maybe this industry plus this industry driving up the demand for my whole town up to such a level that I don't even know how I could handle things. I'm not sure. Trains are stuck here. They are leaving and they're stuck. That's right. I've never seen that before. Really. This is kind of huge. This is really huge. So what am I doing about here? So the residential thing. What is the matter? Campus area, varsity sports, museums. I can't put down museum yet. Maybe an American football stadium. What about this? Oh, this would be crazy. Crazy to put it down here. Absolutely crazy from my perspective. Absolutely crazy. Can't use it. No, doesn't work. That won't work. Yeah. I'm trying something now. I'm trying to make something happen now. So I'm upgrading. Like this road here. I'm upgrading this road, I guess. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll give it a try. Let's see what happens. So this is gonna be upgraded. Space already occupied. I don't give a shit. I should, but I don't really care at the moment. And I wanna 36. Please go for the 36. 135, I guess. Yeah, that looks reasonable. And we're extending this here. Another 24. And again, closing that up here. I'm wondering, can I like add in a football stadium up here? Yeah, everybody could see, so why not? It's actually not a bad place to have things like that. So I'm thinking about I don't have that media broadcasting. Okay, so let's have faculties. Come on, a football stadium up here. This will be, at least for now, the only sports club I'm having. I'm just quickly pausing the game. I'm sorry for this. I quickly have to. And you go there. Yeah, sounds good. Is it connected now? I'm not sure. No, I think it's not connecting up properly. So asking for a refund here. And this should connect up up there. So perfect. This stadium does have a proper connection now. And what I want to put in, but not here, maybe there. $32. Slope too steep, really? Oh, come on, there's no necessity for that being that high. So I'm lowering things here a little bit to make it more convenient and more accessible. Yeah, there wasn't a reason for the slope actually. So this could have run pretty straightforward. And let me check. So again, that should work. Should actually work quite nicely. And I just don't want to be in the ground mode. Switch to a different tool. Meantime. And I'm trying to level things out a bit better than it currently is. Because on the one hand, this looks better. On the other hand, it allows me to like more easily add in parking thing here. But how should we? Should I just make it like this? Straightforward. No, that's not helpful. This could be enough. So having a nice parking lot here is, I think, quite good. Oh, shoot. And I'm usually, if possible, I'm trying to do something about this, like misbehavior. I would call it misbehavior. What words am I using here? That strange behavior here regarding the design of those parking lot marks. I'm trying to adjust these manually if possible, or if it looks a little bit too odd, because people will still park somewhere like here. But usually when those marks are a little bit off, this is usually coming from a different like level or zone as you can see, when I'm lowering that, those lines are coming back. Yeah, and that way you can kind of work your things around. So it's looking good now. All good. Wasn't a big issue here. Awesome. I thought it would take a little bit longer, to be honest. So putting down some nice tree lines here. The control panel options. What kind of trees am I using? Maybe these here. Those are in a greater distance actually than the other trees. So I'm planting here a few trees alongside the parking lot, which is always nice to have. It looks a bit more natural, a bit more beautiful. And I think I'm just curious. Well, a radio station, news station is never a bad choice. So having one of these here is good. And no, I don't have a festival area. Probably up here, why not? Why not having a festival area? Well, I'll do that at a later stage, I think. Because currently it doesn't really help me. Wall of moderation. Good. One wall here, another wall there. I'm building the space elevator. I'm not planning to build the space elevator yet. Courthouse. The Eden project. Oh. Yeah, so I think the water supplies are there. Should we have... yeah, we definitely need a police department close by here. And let me check. I was having... actually, where are my helicopter stations? I remember. Yeah, this is the police station here. Fine, all good. So having a police station here isn't bad, and having a fire department here as well shouldn't be bad at all. And also like a bigger medical clinic, because you never know. What will actually happen during a football match? So it's always good to have those close by. And yeah, I just take a look at this part here, then we should be almost free to go. So I'm letting the game run now for a little bit. See how things develop over here. How can I sponsor traffic routes? No, I'm not eager. What is that? Yeah, that's fine. 9,000 per week. Can easily afford that. Oh, can I? I'm not sure. This is getting pretty expensive, to be honest. So I'm curious. Just let it set like that. No, I'm not using that at the moment, I think. So, expenses. 0 per week. No, not using that as well. No, because I simply can't afford it. Nope. Forgot about the water. I'm sorry, guys. It wasn't my intention. So adding in some water supplies here. So all those buildings should be fine in a second. Perfect. Still, commercial demand rising like hell in this town. I don't know. Yeah, perfect. So the parking lot should be in use quite soon. And I'm just adjusting this node of the road here because that seemed to be a bit off at the moment. And maybe I'm trying to do something else here. I'm curious whether that works. Can or should I have something like a second? Yeah, I reached megalopolis status. Awesome. Doesn't really help, but just curious. Maybe I can lead this part or this stretch of the road. First I'm converting these roads to something with trees, because that'll make things a bit more beautiful here, I guess. So for this, same here. And I'm continuing that stretch of the road. Probably, why not to that area, but I want to move because I really like this. I'm just moving the rock formation for now. Then I'm setting up something like a straight line from here to there. And I should probably introduce, and that's something I've been thinking about quite a while ago, a bus depot, biofuel bus depot. Okay, how can I? And this should be put down here. Then we have a bus station, intercity bus station, intercity bus terminal. Okay. So I'll have this terminal placed here. And then a few more tourists should come in. But this again might rise. I assume it not only might but will rise my commercial demand by really a lot. So I'm only using biofuel buses from now on, which is good. You need water to operate normally. Fine. So go. We'll connect that up in a little while. Oh, I see actually one mistake here. Maybe. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, come on. I forgot to connect. Why this doesn't help with my residential demand? No, it doesn't. But I forgot to connect here one on and off ramp or parts of my crossing here. Everything else. So this town actually, I like it a lot because it's so building up really nicely now. Except for the fact that residents are moving in. Where guys are you moving in? I didn't see anything like this here. Yeah, the Sterling residents. Ah, come on. Yeah, however, at least my number of citizens living in town is actually rising, which is good because I was struggling a lot recently with that. And this is now a level 4. And I need a few more. And I think this is the last thing I'm going to do with this episode here, because this episode is massive anyway already. The monkey place. Why not having a monkey place here? That's nice. Good. Perfectly fit in. I just move or want to move a couple of things around here so that it fits in more nicely. And then we're having this, what is it? A giraffe enclosure. Giraffe. Honestly, this is one of the weirdest words ever. Yeah, but still the entertainment level I think is looking quite good here. My rise anyway now. So almost 2000, required 2000. The rhino, the lions. So what else can I put in here? Maybe another souvenir shop. Let's see. I didn't raise my level a lot. Yeah, but however, that's something I'm going to take care of next time. So guys, oh, I can see it. Before I'm ending this episode, guys, I have to do one more thing. No doubt about it. Pollution zero, noise pollution, thermal energy, conversation balance. However, I have to do one thing. Urgently. Really, really urgently. This is like putting down one more power plant. And then the city shouldn't run into any power issues. So now I'm ending this episode definitely. And I really would like to thank you this time for spending so much time with me here, building my city of Verville and City Skylines, one of, or I would like to say, the favorite city building game so far. Yeah, as you can see, my city is growing a lot. Actually, this time I built out this whole district, that district, this district over here. I already laid it out, as well as a couple of parts down here. We have our first new stadium up here, a football stadium, and I'm curious how I don't know which team is playing here, but well, we'll see. And we have the first football stadium here in our town, which is awesome. So I'm curious to see the first match happening in this town, and right next to it there is like a huge parking lot for all the visitors, so I shouldn't have any problems whenever there's a match happening in town. Hopefully, we'll see how many tourists are actually coming in. And yeah, talking about tourists, I've added in one specialized zone, like commercial district here, with many hotels, and here a couple of leisure things that I didn't have before. One music club, I squeezed it in here, and yeah, a parking lot and some regular additional commercial zones here as well. So people are, keep coming into town, and I just recently hit the 70k mark. So all's running good, I think. And yeah, thanks for taking the time. Thanks for watching me Ben playing City Skylines this time. I would really appreciate if you could leave me a like or consider subscribing to my channel and click that little bell icon, because then you get easily notified in YouTube whenever I'm publishing one of my new videos or tutorials regarding City Skylines and other like city building or similar to city building games here on my channel. Thanks a lot, have a good day, stay safe, and no worries, I'm not sick, I don't have corona, I got tested, and you won't get sick anyway over this channel. Thanks a lot, bye bye, and have a good one.